I know I shouldn't be in love.
A yellow shirt, really? How's it been going in here while I've been gone, huh? How's it been going? Did we used to have, how have the vibes been while I've been gone, huh? All right. Is this fucking serious? Security here's been terrible, really. Tyler Durden, maybe we need to get you in here. Is that the guy from Fight Clubs? We need you in here. Give me a haircut idea. Grow your hair out if you can. Trust me. The ladies love it. Too many doubters and overthinkers? That's not surprising. So actually, that's the least surprising thing I've heard. I guess I need to go change my fucking shirt. All right. Jesus. Here we go. Here we go. Here we are. Here it is. I know this looks disgusting. Like this is some type of mucus. But it's just, it scratches. I want to preface that because I know it looks disgusting. It's just scratches. Okay. How'd you like my fair city of London? Okay, I guess we'll talk about my trip now. I didn't want to do it yesterday when Nick was here and stuff, and you guys just wanted to see the reactions, and that was hilarious. I love that. I wouldn't do. Someone said I should do that every summer. I'm only doing that if I am gone. I'm not just gonna stare at the wall of my apartment. Tyler, $4.99. Thanks be to God. Josh Green is gone. Allah praise. Okay, all right. Wow, that sounds harsh. I'd rather watch Adam Sandler play than Lost Green. Okay, wow. Happy late B-Day as well, my guy. Well, it sounds like you got the birthday present of Josh Green getting traded. Wow, that's just unfortunate. Got that Euro bug. I got fucked. Fairly certain I had COVID. Like I'm fairly certain that's what I got. Really kind of dampened 2 days of the trip, but we persevered. And that's a life lesson right there. That is a life lesson. Can I pull up Instagram on here? Slightly echoing. Yeah, I was checking the audio. I can pull up the gram. Nice. Oh, I'm on my own Instagram account. Okay. Don't remember ever logging into that. Photo dump. Photo dump. I'm gonna do 2 photo thumps. This one, photo dumps. This one was more the aesthetic choice here. More of the aesthetic, you know. Look how cool I am. Look how dope I look. All of this type of shit. Am I a model? No. That's not to say that it will never be the case, but currently it's no type of post, right? If you guys haven't liked the stream yet, make sure you do so. Helps you out tremendously, especially early on in the stream's life cycle. 200 of you in here, 30 likes. I think I do have a lot of aura. This was at a pub in London. Now, I do want to say, I said this yesterday on the stream. Some people didn't like it. I don't care. London is my favorite city on the planet. I've been there 4 times. I've been to a lot of big major cities. I've been to small cities. London is far and away my favorite city that I've ever been to. It just is. I love big cities. Josh with the 5. Welcome back, Silently. Thank you, Josh. Why do you like London more than Dallas? All right, well, let's get into that, shall we? London, I love a big city, obviously. I love a walkable city. I do. That's what I like about New York. That's what I like about most European cities I've been to. The fact that you could just walk to where you're going to go because the cities were designed for walking, right? But of course, London is so big that you can't just walk everywhere. So then they have a very, very good public transit system. They do. And it's awesome. I love it. You could just get to wherever the fuck you want in the city like this. You don't have to drive. I hate driving. I hate it. I hate cars. I hate that our country, and especially in the South, cities like Dallas, were built with cars in mind. It fucking sucks. And when you go to places where that's not the case, you realize how badly it sucks. Okay? You realize how awful it is that you have to drive everywhere. Even if you were to live in the heart of downtown Dallas, where the fuck are you walking to? You can't walk anywhere. You still have to drive. So I just not, it makes me sick. It does. So I like all of that. I just like the vibes of it. I like that there's something to do on every single corner pretty much. It's my favorite city that I've been to. I would easily move there. Easily move there. Yeah, that's true. Even if you don't know anything different, it's not very fun. I disagree because when it's spaced out, it gives a sense of freedom. Freedom to do what? Go to 7-Eleven? Freedom to do what? Huh? Go to Burger King and then 7-Eleven. You don't got freedom to do shit. Americans' obsession with suburbs is so... It is. Suburbia is awful. It's disgusting and gross. Give me a compact big city, and then the rest of it can be farm towns. I don't fucking want suburbia. We're done with suburbia. Whenever I'm president, suburbia is gone. We're nuking every suburban town. That's it. We're nuking every suburban town. Either get out or die. Giovanni, 4 months. Don't know how you like big cities. Miss the country. I hate the country. I've lived in small-ass towns. A lot of my family's from the country. I can't do it. I cannot do small towns. I cannot do it. I can't even do moderate-sized towns. I got to be in big areas, okay? This is me in Piccadilly Circus. Don't like Piccadilly Circus whatsoever. didn't want to go there. Group that we were with, a lot of people hadn't been before, so I guess we had to go to Piccadilly Circus. Just thought this picture was cool. Me and Dua Lipa hanging out. You been to Spain slightly? I've not been to Spain. No, that's on the list. This was in Copenhagen. Beautiful town. Beautiful little strip here with the you know, the old architecture like this. Now I'll throw America a pass here. You don't see a lot of cool old buildings, old architecture like this because, well, you know, America's really not that old. A lot of these cities are like 150 years old in America, maybe at the oldest. So, come on, man. Especially the South is amazing. The South is not amazing. The South sucks, dude. Oh, come to Italy. I thought you were talking about America. I do want to go to Italy as well. This is a cool street. Copenhagen. Wouldn't go back to Copenhagen. I enjoyed it. I liked it. It's small. I just feel like I saw everything that there was to do there. Went to some really cool spots, though. We had architecture like that. Look at old photos of LA. Yeah, I guess that is true. But, you know, some of these are like 1600s. Right on the canal. This was at the Heineken Experience in Amsterdam. Pretty sick, actually. Usually I don't like stuff like this, but this was actually pretty dope. Don't like Heineken at all, and I felt bad because they were giving us free Heineken beers, and I had to chug them because I thought they were so gross. But was a pretty cool experience. Amsterdam, loved it. Wouldn't go again. That was my second time going, though. And this is where I got sick in Amsterdam. A night after the red light district. Do with that information what you will. Do it. No, I'm just kidding. But that is after that is when I got sick, though. Oh, I forgot. I got a tattoo while I was there. This. Me and some of the guys we were with thought it would be funny to be get not matching tattoos, but walked into a tattoo parlor. Had a few drinks. Got that in the middle of my spider. It's pretty cool. I thought it would be cool because this is the Amsterdam flag, but it kind of looks like spider bites at the same time. So, what's your thoughts on USA owning your people, the Brits, in the Revolutionary War? That was rigged. That was rigged by France. This was in the red light district disease. It really is just preference. Like if it really is just preference. Like if you like living outside, I mean, it's completely, I feel like, reasonable to not like big cities. That's just my preference. It's what I like. I don't like a red light district's fun to like walk around. I don't like it. I think it's very tacky, but it was fun though. This was I believe in Amsterdam at, what's the name of the museum there in Amsterdam? Forgot it, but the Rijks or something like that. Honestly, so much of people's hates of cities is crime propaganda. That also, the big cities, they can be stressful, you know. London Hoops, 199. Barcelona, they're loud. I want to go to Spain. Shrooms legal there. There's like some strange... Look, I'm just going to be upfront and honest with you guys. I tried some while I was there. Didn't do shit. I do think that they're not legal, but they don't really care if you do them. But also at the same time, they're not selling you real shit at the stores. I don't think. So... I wouldn't say it's disappointing. A few years ago, somebody gave me some from this was a different me, so don't judge me. But a few years ago, somebody gave me some from Amsterdam, and it knocked me on my ass completely. So maybe I was just a dummy and didn't know what I was getting, but This wasn't anything significant at all. It was just a decoration at a pub I was at, but I thought it looked cool. This was me on that street in Copenhagen putting that shit on. Unfortunately, they were doing some scaffolding on this building, so it kind of takes away some of the vibe, but aura points still go up. This was me, obviously, in London. I did not see the elf beam, the elf beings. Cutie patootie pose right here. Wearing my England kit. Come on, England! Just thought this was a nice aesthetic pick. And just thought that this was cool. Come on, England! I'm rooting for England tomorrow in the Euro Cup. It's coming home, lads. We did watch the game in a pub, which was a lot of fun to experience that. Went to a pub in Amsterdam to watch the Holland match against, I forgot who they were playing. Everyone's supporting Spain, of course, because they don't like my countrymen, but, you know, it's all right. So I got some nice calf muscles. I'm not fucking joking with you guys. My legs are massive. I'm not kidding when I say that. My legs are gigantuan. Yeah, Spain's been really good in the tournament. I for those of you who always ask, I actually am keeping up with the Euros this time around. Did you eat at a ratatouille place? No. Are the Dutch actually tall? Yes, yes. You're a Man U fan, right? I'm in between. I'm in between Prem League teams. I'm in between them. I just went with Man U. They didn't really speak to me. I need a team more in London proper, right? So I'm kind of thinking some teams that have their home base in London, and I'm trying to figure it out from there who I want. We'll see. I want a new team by the start of the next season. Arsenal. What about Tottenham? What about Tottenham? Are they down bad? There was a stretch where they were good, right? Just can't be a Chelsea fan. Chelsea. Tottenham's going through it. See, I kind of like being with a team like that. Let me experience it. Spurs? Okay, that's true. That's true. That's true. West Ham United? Would you sacrifice England losing the Euros for the Mavs to win the finals? Tough choice. All right. So what I think I want to do here is literally just go through every team and go over some of the stuff that happened. So has it been a bit of a slow offseason? That's just kind of what it seems. I fully believed Nick when he said PG was on the Thunder. I fully believed it. Video previewing the Olympics? Probably not. My dumbass, dude. I had, like I said, I've been completely and totally unplugged. Last night, I guess they were showing a rerun of Team USA versus Canada, like the friendly that they did. And I was watching it last night, like it was live. And I was going on Twitter, like, why is no one talking about this? Did watch some Summer League last night. Look, what they did to Bronny James is a fucking shame, man. That guy should not be in the NBA right now. He should have stayed in college. No business whatsoever. And I'm literally saying this in as kind of a way as possible, man. It's sad. It really is. And it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. It's hard to listen to the broadcast. I know, he's young and he can get better and stuff like that, but man, Yeah, I'll tune into the Mavs Summer League if I'm awake. What time does that shit start? 9:30? I might be passed out by then. I woke up at 4 this morning. So we'll see. Everybody's saying second apron every other sentence. Media did him dirty comparing him to LeBron. I don't think anyone's comparing him as a player to LeBron, but yeah, the Bronny, like, Reed Shepherd was cooking. Oh, hey, Reed Shepherd might be a problem. Reed Shepherd might be something serious. I know it's just one game that I saw, but he just looked, the way that he was playing, that, you know, his twitchiness, his creativeness, how fast that jumper is off dribble and stuff. Whoa, he might be something serious. But, like, they were literally like, and you just, like, LeBron is such a good dad. And now Reed Shepherd for 3, he has 46 points here in the second quarter. And he's just such a good dad. And Savannah's just such a good mom. And here's the shot. Oh, and Bronny James is now 0 of 9 from 3. And, man, you just really got to give it up. It's like, dude, okay, this cannot be what we're doing. This can't be what we're going to fucking do every game, right? Surely. But you know it is. He's not an NBA player at all. Not in the slightest. I don't even think he belongs in the fucking Summer League, man. It's sad. London Hoops, 199. Chelsea are racist. You give off West Ham vibes. Is West Ham good? I just don't want to go to a trash can team. I want to go to a team that has some juice. All right. West Ham are mediocre. I do feel bad for him. I genuinely feel bad for him. All right, let's go ahead and look at it. So the Hawks haven't done anything at all. Now, the thing that sucks about looking at this is that I don't think they come on here until things are official, but so outside of DeJounte Murray, they haven't done anything else at all. I think they still got some stuff up their sleeves. Like, it's only July 12th. It's not like it's September and the season's about to start. You know, there's definitely time for them to trade Capella or DeAndre Hunter or Bogey or whatever they want. But, of course, they had the DeJounte Murray trade where they got Dyson Daniels, which is interesting. Larry Nance Jr. I guess Cody Zeller on a sign and trade. All right. The Lakers pick in this draft, which I forgot who they picked. And another first-round pick. Okay. They're not going to be good next year. Yeah, I know they don't have their pick next year. But I think they could still try to squeeze some value out of Clint Capella or maybe DeAndre Hunter or something. Risha Shea didn't look that bad yesterday. I will say. I don't think his numbers were great, but he didn't look terrible to me. He did some interesting stuff that I thought was kind of intriguing. So that is encouraging right there. Maybe I was a little too harsh on that. That's a classic Summer League overreaction after one game. I'm sitting here saying Bronny doesn't even deserve to be there, but just doesn't look good. Boston Celtics, they just bring everyone back. See that Jokic wants to play with Westbrook? I have not seen that. That's the thing that I there's just no way I can catch up on all the rumors that have happened over the last 2 weeks. So I'm in the dark about all of the whispers and the smoke. Tristan and Nuonora, all right. J.D. Davison, okay. Keita, multi-year contract. Derek White. Oh, so Derek White got a big extension. Did Nick mention that? How big was it? How big was it? So Derek White getting named to Team USA over Jaylen Brown is actually crazy. $30 million a year. I think that was always going to happen right there. That was always going to happen. Jaylen Brown seems I'm not gonna lie, maybe I'm reading too much into this. It does feel like there's some weird. Tatum was getting asked about Jaylen Brown not being there. His response was kind of weird, but to be fair, it's not like typing how big was it. Derek White, how big? Question mark. But also at the same time, it's another Celtic on there. So what is Tatum going to do? Yeah, I don't think that it should be Derek White, my teammate. I think it should be my other teammate. Like, of course, he's not going to say all that, but it's a little strange. 4-year deal, $125 million. Congratulations to Derek White. I would say well-deserved. Well-deserved. Baylor Shireman. Okay, Tatum got a huge bag as well. Luke Cornett's back. Xavier Tillman's back. All right, see, I'm such a sicko. I want to know the prices. Is there a better website than this? I thought Real GM was the best one, but I want to know the contract. There used to be an actual pretty good one on NBA Reddit. Fanspo has it kind of. Fanspo, fuck me. Well, is Fanspo just actually killing it, man? Maybe I've been too harsh on Fanspo. Something about this just makes me sick. Okay, Fanspo does have it. Fanspo does actually have it. 3 years, $7 million for Keita. What is that? Is that the minimum? Tillman, 2 year, $4 million minimum. Cornette, 1 year minimum. All right. So they're just running it back. All roads lead to Fanspo. Always. Literally always. Sally, do you ever take a step back and think about how big and respected you are on Mavericks Twitter? No. I don't. That's a funny comment, though. All right, Clippers. Derek Jones Jr. 3 years, $30 million. $3 million for Derek Jones Jr., who leaves the Dallas Mavericks to the Clippers. I'm just in my brain. Nick Batum going back for under $5 million a year is kind of crazy too. I feel like he could have gotten more than that somewhere, but that's nice. Okay, Fanspo, maybe I'm honestly a little bit too hard on you. Maybe I've been a little bit too hard. You kind of got a lot going on here that I appreciate. Oh, Mo Bamba, 1 year minimum. What team was it Mo Bamba ended up on a couple years ago? Of course it was the Lakers. Mo Bamba got traded to Lakers, and everyone was like, oh, here comes Mo. Clippers fans coping with this is the best team in the Kawhi era. Huh? Are they joking? They don't actually think that, right? Well, I'm trying to figure out in my brain what their roster looks like off the top of my head. Let's see. So their starting five would presumably be Harden, Man, I'm guessing, yeah. Derek Jones Jr., Kawhi, and Zubats. So, okay, immediately my question becomes, Kawhi Leonard plays 50 games next year. Who is scoring in those other 30 games? Who is scoring in those other 30 games for you? Norm Powell? You're going to be asking a lot of Norm Powell. I don't think this is a very good team. You're relying very much on the health of Kawhi and Harden. I don't think this is a good team. Compared to the rest of the Western Conference, by the way. They're a fine team. Weaker conference. This could be a 5 seed or something like that in my brain. Defensively, it's pretty good though. Mo Bamba off the bench, Kevin Porter Jr. That's disgusting. How much was that contract? They don't even have it on here. Wow. Not that different to our roster last year, yeah, but they don't have Luka or Kyrie walking through that door. Interesting. I mean, they're not terrible, but if Kawhi gets hurt, then what? What up, Squiggly? Derek Jones Jr., poor man, Paul George. They're deep, though. They got some good depth off the bench. Russ is not going to be there, so ignore him. Oh, they got Chris Dunn. Okay. Norm Powell, Batum. I honestly like Amir Coffey. Yeah, I mean, there's no way in hell that is a championship team. No way in hell. What do the Grizz do? Do they do anything at all? Okay, got their rookies in here. Luke Kennard got re-signed, right? All right, Spotrac. Let's see. Does Spotrac have the Kennard stuff? Wait, did they re-sign Luke Kennard? Oh, he's a free agent. Oh, I think Nick told me that. Oh, wait. Maybe I just mistook him for Luke Cornett. Okay. All right, but Luke Kennard expected to remain with Grizzlies. All right, there you go. So they've literally done nothing. But I don't think that they were going to do anything. Slightly sniffles. Yeah, I'm still getting over this illness. Watch this. You see the group the Mavs got? Yeah, let's actually look at that real quick. What are they calling it? The Emirates Cup? Is that what it's called? It kind of has a nice ring to it. I'm not going to lie to you. The Emirates Cup. It does sound like soccer. All right. West Group A, Timberwolves, Clippers, Kings, Rockets, Blazers. Timberwolves, I think, are far and away the best team in that group. Would be disappointing if they don't win that. Thunder, Suns, Lakers, Jazz, Spurs. I think the Thunder are pretty comfortably the best team in this group. But, you know, this is a pretty fun group, I think. All of these teams are fun. And, yeah, what happened here? Nuggets, Mavs, Pelicans, Warriors, Grizzlies. That's an insane group. Like, the Warriors, I think, are the worst team in this group, and they're still, like, trying to be good. And then in the shit conference, Knicks, Magic, Sixers, Nets, Hornets. Each group's gonna have two terrible ass teams in it. This, you know what? Put all the shit, embarrassing Eastern Conference teams into one group so we can just fucking move on with our lives. God, this conference is terrible. Bucks, Pacers, Heat, Raptors, Pistons. It just has no aura. You know that? Like, I'm splitting it in two. No aura at all over here. Celtics, Cavs, Bulls, Hawks, Wizards. My God. Celtics might win every single game in this group by 55 points. All right. The Knicks will be really good. But, like, all right, this one's a pretty fun group, actually. Get rid of the bottom two trash teams. Grizzlies just running it back and getting healthy. That's fine. Yeah, all of the West ones are fun. Hawks, we already looked at them. They did nothing. Wait, what's going on here? We've skipped quite a bit. Sixers. Wow, okay, Oubre only gets $8 million. Does that feel fair? I kind of thought he'd get 10 plus, but I guess after he got hit by the car, it was just kind of a weird. Is this going to have some copyright music in it? In my predictions, I thought it was either between the Warriors or this was all ploy on his end to try and get as big of a contract as possible from the Clippers. And so because of that, I think he stayed in LA.
I will tell you he did not go back to the Clippers.
Okay. He's on a new team. It has to be Philly then.
He went back to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
You're fucking shitting me.
The Oklahoma City Thunder get Paul George. They bring him back into the fold. They had cap space.
Dude, my friend that came over, he was going crazy off to the side too. I thought for sure y'all could hear him, but then watching it back, you couldn't. Oh, oops, don't want that.
Joke. This is a joke. Dude,
I did not.
I
He told me that he was going to do a fun.
Okay, I mean, I don't even know what this means for the rest of this offseason because what the fuck do the Sixers do now in my brain?
Yep.
What do the Clippers do now in my brain?
Correct.
Thunder, I never even thought of that as a possibility.
He went back. He loved the fishing there. He loved hanging out.
Okay, we are off to a huge start.
Love the fishing.
I didn't even process this in my brain. I thought the Thunder were a few role guys away.
Yeah. He's kind of a role guy at this point in his career. Did you see him in the playoffs?
I did. I've seen him multiple postseasons. So that makes me wonder then. They probably saw J-Dub.
Now my ass is sitting here like, wow, here's what that means. Like, this means blah, blah, blah. This means blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And say he's not ready to take on the scoring mantle needed of a number 2 in a postseason setting. Well, they just got a lot fucking better. Was that just an outright signing?
It was a sign and trade. They were able to pull it off.
Sign and trade. With who? Wait. Then who was involved in this trade?
Well, they didn't have to send much because
that's what I was thinking.
The sign and trade part was where it all crumbled a little bit.
Had some cap space and then they.
I'm trying to think who's under contract for them.
I started naming a 10th, 11th guys in the rotation. Nick just couldn't. That was the end of it.
Joe? Any of them?
He didn't go to the Thunder.
Oh my god, dude! Fuck you! First one? Are you kidding me? Oh my god! That just had me literally floored. That had me just.
Oh, that was hilarious. I'm happy he did that. I'm happy he did that. That was a good one. All right. Tyrese Maxey, huge bag. Well deserved, obviously. Nick's doing that spot trying to think of fake trades. Yeah, I know. Andre Drummond, got that one right. Wow. That's not the vet min, huh? I guess, Drummond's a little bit better than a vet min guy, I think. So what's their roster shaping up to look like here? Paul George, 4-year, $211 million. Woo! Damn. Caleb Martin, 4 years, $35 million. That's a good deal for the Sixers. Buddy Hield sign and trade, obviously. They drafted Jared McCain. How much more filling out do they have to do? I did see this morning the Gary Trent Jr. Do they need more guards, though, would be my question. And they got Eric Gordon. Was that not on here? It was not on here. So right now we're looking at Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, Caleb Martin, Joel Embiid. With off the bench, Drummond is your backup big. You have Jared McCain, obviously. Kyle Lowry, who they brought back. Eric Gordon. Ricky Council, who had some interesting flashes. Still got some work to do. I think, but that's a pretty good team. That's a pretty good squad, I think. Ooh, Dorian Finney-Smith. I actually like that for them quite a bit. Or Cam Johnson or something. I don't know what they have to trade or move around, but yeah, because I wouldn't be opposed to them maybe bringing Oubre off the bench or Caleb Martin off the bench. If you get a 4, Paul George can be the 2. That's fine. And if it is like Dodo, you could go Maxey, Paul George, Caleb Martin, or Oubre, whichever one you want. Dorian, Joel Embiid. That's pretty good. Another for the Cavs. We're going to go over every single team. Don't worry. What have the Bucks done? So they drafted A.J. Johnson, who, from what I could gather, is years upon years away from being ready for the NBA. Lost Malik Beasley. They brought in Taurean Prince. Why are none of these on here? All right, Fanspo, you're out of here. And they got DeLon Wright. Okay, Fanspo, you're done. Fanspo, you're done. But, all right, Real GM, you're back. Congratulations. I just saw an Instagram thing that the Mavs were interested in Malachi Flynn. Is that true? I never believe any of it on ESPN. Has an NBA transactions page. Just doesn't do it for me. You're back in. All right, so the Bucks, obviously a disappointing season. They've lost Malik Beasley. Patrick Beverley's still a free agent, I'm assuming. Jay Crowder's still a free agent, I'm assuming. I forgot they got Gallinari. He's still a free agent, I'm assuming. So A.J. Johnson, they don't get somebody who can help them in the draft, really. Tyler Smith, some people think could. But they bring in Taurean Prince, okay. Bring in DeLon Wright. I kind of like that for them, actually. They were kind of in desperate need of a backup guard all year, and then they went and got they traded Campaign for Patrick Beverley. I like DeLon Wright still to this day. So Dame, Chris Middleton, Taurean Prince to replace Beasley, Giannis and Brook. It's good. It's a good team. But Brook Lopez is so important for them, and man, he just was starting to look old. Starting to look old. Taurean Prince, okay. They're good. They're good. I mean, I don't think they had much room to do anything crazy. So, all right, now we have to backtrack here. Did we go over the Nets? Trendon Watford, the crazy Mikal Bridges trade. That's pretty much all they've done, right? Shake Milton is on the Nets now in a sign and trade. They brought back Nick Claxton. I like that one. We can skip them. We know they're going to be terrible. We know that they're tanking. Good for them. That's the direction they should have gone. Chicago Bulls, obviously they lost DeMar. Sign and trade. How did... Oh, okay. A first round swap in 2031. All right, interesting. What did the Bulls get in return for this? Chris Duarte in a couple seconds? That's not bad for losing to DeMar DeRozan for nothing, to be honest with you. Not that Chris Duarte's good, but you open up a trade exception for yourself. They brought back Patrick Williams. What did that contract look like? I think it was under 20 a year, right? I saw it last night. 5-year, $90 million. Honestly, that's a pretty good deal. I think that's fine. It was a disappointing season for Patrick Williams for sure, but I think that's fine. Under $20 million a year, he has some promise. And you're going to be terrible anyway, so why not? Obviously, they drafted Montas Bazulis, who I don't really care much for, but whatever. And then still have Zach LaVine, still have Vucevic. That could change between now and the start of the season, obviously. But all right, I mean, they're going to be terrible. And obviously the Caruso trade. Cavs, Donovan Mitchell extension. Congratulations to the Cleveland Cavaliers and Donovan Mitchell. Love that for them. And that's it, huh? That's literally all they've done. And Okoro is still a free agent, from what I understand. Restricted free agent, but still a free agent. Cavs are yet again a second-round exit. You know, I think the Cavs are going to look really good in the regular season, and we're going to do the song and dance again. They need like a Mobley. They need like a real legit Mobley breakthrough offensively. Did that break fix your mental at all? I'm sure it helped. You know, I was actually in a pretty good mental spot before I left. Definitely helped with a little burnout. Nobody saw Knicks preferring Bridges greater than Mitchell. Like the 5 first-round picks was wild. Yeah, that was insane. A Mobley leap offensively would do a lot for them. But Garland, I mean, this is still a really good team. Like they're a good team. Of course, you never know. Could Donovan Mitchell demand a trade in the summer? Sure. I doubt it, though. Seemed like he was genuinely happy to be there. All right. Emmanuel Miller. What is that? All right. Mavericks. Let's talk about them now. I've had time to sleep on it. I saw a bunch of people that... Not a bunch of people. I always say a bunch of people. It's like 2 or 3. But I saw some people who were saying that I was being too harsh on them. Was I? I didn't realize I was. You guys have to remember, I'm learning all these things at the same time. I thought that the Klay Thompson stuff was going to happen. Full stop. So that's why I wasn't that surprised about it, because I figured it was a very real possibility the moment that I left. And the reason why I wasn't like, Klay, yeah, it was because I needed to see other moves. Now, if it was Najee Marshall first and then Klay, I would have been much more hype. I'm excited about the Klay signing. He seems really happy to be here. Offensively, it's going to do a lot for the Mavericks. A lot for the Mavericks. And I'm excited about that. I'm very excited about the floor spacing he's going to provide alongside Luka and Kyrie. And he realistically should feast. He should feast next to those two. So that honestly makes me feel some butterflies down here when I think about it. And I was going through the Lakers subreddit. They were salty. It's setting in for them that they're not that team anymore. They're just not. Saw the clips of him shooting around. It's exciting. I mean, it's very exciting to have Klay Thompson on the Mavs. It really is. He seems very excited to be here. I'm hype about it. I love the Najee Marshall signing. And look, I'm just going to be real. I was saying yesterday, I think Derek Jones Jr. is maybe a little bit better than Najee Marshall. I've already watched some Najee Marshall stuff. Najee Marshall is a better basketball player than Derek Jones Jr. Now, what the Mavericks might desperately need right now with Derek Jones Jr.'s departure in the sense of point of attack defense, obviously Derek Jones Jr. is better at that than Najee Marshall. However, Najee Marshall is a fucking dog defensively. He is. Paul with the 5. Did you visit the Anne Frank house in Amsterdam? I did. Last time we weren't able to get tickets. This time I did go. It was cool. Sorry to go from the horrible events of the Holocaust back to Dallas Mavericks basketball, but Derek Jones Jr. will be missed. I'm starting to wonder, and maybe this is just a coping mechanism or whatever. I'm starting to wonder, maybe were we a little too... Are we maybe like overstating the importance of the point of attack stuff? Because is the gap between Derek Jones Jr. and Najee Marshall in terms of point of attack defense so wide that the offensive versatility that Najee Marshall provides is negated? I'm not sure. Do you think Dallas has any chance of Gary Trent? Probably not. Quentin Grimes is a better point of attack guy than Derek Jones Jr. if there's a matchup that's really tough. And that is true. What exactly is your definition of point of attack defense? Just somebody who can pick up guards on the perimeter and keep them in front of them for longer than 5 seconds. That way your defense doesn't collapse. Woj bomb. Nick Angstadt signs 10-day contract. Yeah, Najee Marshall is like one of the few bright spots of that Pelicans playoff series against the Thunder. All right, so this insane 6-team trade, we looked at it. Klay Thompson to the Mavericks. Josh Green gone, which is sad. But, I think Josh Green has reached the ceiling of Josh Green. He's a good player, a solid role guy. Could definitely be the 9th guy or something on a good team, but nothing more than that. And then obviously the Quentin Grimes move, which could which I think more than anything else was a Tim Hardaway Jr. salary dump, but to get Quentin Grimes in the building. And now you look at the starting five here. Luka, Kyrie, Clay, PJ. It'll be Derek Lively, obviously. That does something for me. That does something for me. I'm not going to lie to you. It does move me quite a bit. Just the gravity these first three have. Obviously, Luka and Kyrie with their on-ball gravity. Kyrie also has a bunch of off-ball gravity, and so does Luka. And then Clay with the off-ball gravity. Yeah, and I am. That's a good point, Kay. The kickouts, the Derek Lively short roll kickouts to the corner. Woo! How's all Max looking in summer league? Cam, our first game's tonight, so we're gonna see. I'm a little bit worried. I need to look at the Mavs summer league roster. It does not look like there's a real point guard on the team at all, which might hurt a guy like Max. And then off the bench, Exum, Najee Marshall, Maxey, Quentin Grimes. That's pretty fucking good. Oh, yeah, Brandon Williams. That's right. I forgot he was there. Okay. That's a pretty good summer league point guard. That's pretty interesting, man. That's pretty interesting. If we could get maybe like a rejuvenated Clay defensively, and obviously I'm not really expecting that at his age, but just maybe a little bit more locked in. Maybe another defensive leap from Lively, who was already great last year. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. They did good. I want to say. I think they had a great offseason. Sleeping on it and everything, they had a great, fantastic offseason through and through. Nico has done an unbelievable job since he's been here. He's been, I would have to say, a top 3 GM in the league, genuinely. You think we could get Dodo for Maxey in a second? I'm sure they could maybe get a first, but I'm not sure, though. Nico is fucking him? Who? Were you watching the USA versus Canada game? I was yesterday, but wasn't that a rerun yesterday? Yeah, seriously. Let's pull up the roster going into the 2022-2023 season. Dallas Mavericks roster 2022-2023 opening night. Because obviously they made trades. Dallas Mavericks opening day roster. This is what I want to see. This was going into last season. Look at this team, man. Okay, look at this team. Davis Bertans. Reggie Bullock, who is done in the NBA pretty much. Both these guys pretty much done in the NBA. Facu Campazzo, literally done in the NBA. Spencer Dinwiddie, damn near 1 foot out the door. Luka, Tyler Dorsey, Dodo, who we love. Josh Green, who we love. Tim Hardaway Jr., Jaden Hardy, who was a rookie. Maxi Kleba, who we love. JaVale McGee, who's pretty much done in the NBA. Frank Ntilikina, done in the NBA. Theo Pinson, done in the NBA. Dwight Powell, who we love. Christian Wood. McKinley Wright. Wow, that's fucking terrible. And here's the thing, too. Let's just sort by age. Your young talent was, your under 25 talent was Frank Ntilikina, Luka, obviously, McKinley Wright, Josh Green. Well, let me not do that. Josh Green we love. Jaden Hardy. Compare that to now. They're much younger. They're better. We did talk ourselves on that team, but to be fair, they're coming off a conference finals appearance. That's a masterclass in the span of 2 years and really 2 off seasons to now have a incredibly promising young big and Derek Lively. Omax has some promise. Luka, Kyrie Irving's on the team now. It is good, and there's no problems. PJ Washington, Klay Thompson, Daniel Gafford, who's young, Quentin Grimes, who's young. I mean, incredible stuff, really. They had a great offseason again. I mean, they've had great trade deadlines and great offseason. Side note that it makes me really sad that Tim had to turn the comments off in the post about being traded. He was a good person, just a polarizing player. Yeah, I agree. I think it reaches a point. It goes overboard pretty often, I think, unfairly. Unfairly. So an incredible offseason for the Mavs and the Nuggets, who had an awful offseason again. There's some coping going on here amongst Nuggets fans and amongst NBA national guys. I heard Zach Lowe talk about them. NBA national guys who love them and love Jokic. It's situation critical here, especially because Holmes tore his Achilles. Dayron Holmes tears his Achilles. Rookie who seemed like a great fit for their team and probably would have gotten some real minutes this upcoming season. Tears his Achilles in the summer league. Like, what the fuck do you even do about that? But man alive, Dario Saric, who I do think is an interesting player. I kind of like that for them, but they lose Reggie Jackson, whatever. Not very good. They lose Kentavious Caldwell-Pope for nothing. And now they're very reliant on some young guys. It does sound like they're interested in Russell Westbrook. Jamal Murray, Christian Brown is projected, I guess, to be their starting two. Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Jokic. I mean, it's still a great starting five. Still a great starting five, but we know Jokic is going to get the most out of all of these guys. But look, just look at that second unit and look at the rest of their bench. Just take a look. You're really relying on a lot of these guys, man. A lot of these young guys. And just, I think statistically, one of these guys is just bound. The law of probability. One of these guys is just destined to take a leap and be pretty good for them, but I don't know, man. Like, Jamal Murray's a guy who's hurt a lot. Michael Porter Jr. is a guy with injury history. Some of these, like, one of these guys gets hurt for an extended period of time, or there's a combination, that becomes very, very scary. Pistons, just a funny collection of players they have now. But they brought back Fontecchio. It was like $8 million a year. I really like that, actually. Brought in Malik Beasley for $6 million. Okay, that's just one of those. Hey, we'll bring you in, and hopefully you have a good couple months, and we'll trade you at the deadline for someone. Cade Cunningham, rookie, max extension. Need him to stay healthy. But congratulations to Cade Cunningham. Well deserved. Going to be a great player in this league still. They claimed B-Ball Paul. All right. Signed Tobias Harris for a big deal. 2 years. Nothing that bad. Nothing that crazy. What else did they do? Tim Hardaway Jr. I mean, they're going to be terrible, obviously, again. But I haven't hated what they've done. I kind of like it. I like the process. Yeah, I mean, what else can you say, really, besides that? Warriors are hilarious now. DeAnthony Melton, I like that for them. What was his number? I know he missed, like, damn near the entire season, it felt like last year, but I still like DeAnthony Melton as a player. 1 year, $12 million? All right, yeah. They got Buddy Hield and Kyle Anderson in this wild 6-team trade. They lose Dario Saric, who I actually thought was pretty good for them, to be honest with you. But so right now we're looking at Steph, Pods, Wiggins, Draymond, and Trace Jackson-Davis with Melton, Hield, Kyle Anderson off the bench, Kuminga. Probably should start if I had to guess. They're actually not terrible. But yes, they are very small. But it's not like a horrible team. You are kind of banking on a Podziemski leap year 2. For some reason, he kind of strikes me as one of these guys who has like a great rookie year, and then it's like, oh, that was just kind of like who he was. You really need Wiggins to bounce back to form a little bit. Trace Jackson-Davis was really good. I don't know what his ceiling is, though. It looks like a play-in team to me, and what should be a bloodbath Western Conference. Rockets. Didn't they have a bunch of cap space? So they made the big trade with the Nets before I left to get all of the Suns picks. Aaron Holiday is back. Okay. Is that all they did? Is that literally all they did? They didn't do anything? I mean, okay. They have so much depth with young players. Like, they don't really. Oh, they did not have cap space? Okay. So, Freddie, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith, Şengün, Reed Shepherd. There'll be an interesting team next year. Rockets greater than Warriors might not be a crazy take. Pacers brought back Siakam, obviously. Okay, James Wiseman, multi-year contract. Siakam back. Obi Toppin back. They drafted Johnny Furphy. And that's it. Bringing Siakam back was good, though. They're going to be a good team again next year. They made the conference finals, man. They made the conference finals. Clippers, we went over them already. Kevin Porter Jr., my God, that's so disgusting. They just don't give a shit. All right, the Lakers. Bring back Max Christie at a pretty good number, I thought. LeBron James, obviously back. Drafted Dalton Knecht. I thought that was pretty good. Pretty good value for where they drafted him. And they drafted Bronny James. Basically wasted a pick to keep LeBron happy. So, if this team misses the play-in tournament, how surprised will we be? Oh, what? Huh? They got LeBron James as the third string. If they miss the play-in tournament, would we be that surprised? I don't think I would be at all. That's crazy. They've literally brought in nobody. Because, here's the reality. You guys know I think LeBron's the GOAT. There's going to come a time when the age becomes a thing. And it could happen out of nowhere. You think Omas can score 14 points tonight? I hope so. Is that what his over-under is? All right, look. Reed Shepherd cooked Dalton Knecht, but that was for sure a double dribble, though. That was unquestionably a double dribble. I'd be surprised. I don't even know what they do. What do the Lakers even do at this point? Grizzlies, we've already gone over them. Heat, done nothing as well. Re-signed Bam. What's going on here? Re-signed Bam. That's pretty much it. Lost Caleb Martin. Brought back Kevin Love, I guess. Haywood Highsmith, they brought him back. That's okay. Alec Burks. Ugh. Telling you guys, the old guard. Terry Rozier and Tyler Hero is a hilarious backcourt. Just a hilarious backcourt. Jimmy, Jovic, and Bam. I actually think Jovic could have a pretty big leap. I think he's an interesting most improved player candidate. But again, in so many these teams around, these older teams that have been in cap purgatory for quite some time are starting to really load up, and now these teams are paying the price for being all in for so long. That's how it goes. We've already gone over the Bucks. What did Minnie do? They lost Kyle Anderson, which I think actually is kind of decent, like a decently sized thing for them. Jovic is out of the Olympics with injury, might miss the start next season. Oh, well, there you go. That sucks for them. They did nothing. Joe Ingles, Jingle and Joe. They drafted Rob Dillingham. They made that big trade to move up in the draft to get Rob Dillingham. That was a big one. Terrence Shannon Jr. So their rookie class could be good. And they're kind of just running it back. Ingles legit ran the second best NBA bench last year. Yeah, Ingles can still play a little bit. We miss you, Slightly. Love you, and happy belated birthday. Thank you, brother. That sucks about Jovic. Jamal Murray only plays well because of Jokic. He's not a winning number one. I don't think anyone really thinks Jamal Murray could be a number one option on a serious team. Mo Freezy with the 5. Welcome home, Slightly. Hope you had a rad trip. I had a great trip. A great trip. Did you hear about the sketch stuff? Yeah, I did. I don't know. I guess I don't really care. Don't really watch sketch, but I don't really care what he does on his free time. It's up to him, buddy. Tice, when healthy, is a great pickup. Wait, who got... Oh, Daniel Tice with the Pelicans. DeJounte Murray, obviously. Mavs legend Jamal Cain. So they lose Larry Nance and Najee Marshall and Dyson Daniels. So their depth used to be their massive strength. That might not really be the case anymore. They're still pretty deep, but DeJounte and CJ. CJ can go back to being the 2. That's good. Brandon Ingram, who could still be traded. And is this actually who their fucking starting center is currently? Oh, yeah, Valanciunas is a free agent. Okay. They got some work to do. They got some work to do, I think. So they have both Herb Jones and Trey Murphy coming off the bench. But I guess how else would you do this unless it's CJ coming off the bench, which is what it probably should be. Oh, Val's on the Wizards. That's right. Valanciunas is on the Wizards. I mean, they got to make a play for a center, right? Zion at center. They might miss the play-in. They actually might miss the play-in tournament. Knicks. So the Jalen Brunson contract extension, what did he leave? He left $130 million on the table. Yeah, man, he was never staying in Dallas. That's just what that shows me. That's just what that proves to me. He was never, ever actually interested in staying in Dallas. They trade for Mikal Bridges. Woo, they're going to be good, man. They're going to be good. They're going to be a fun team, assuming they stay healthy. And they bring back OG. They do lose Isaiah Hartenstein. Brunson, Bridges, OG, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson. With Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo, your first two guys off the bench. And then Deuce McBride, who had kind of a breakout party. That's a damn good team, man. So did you see that Dudley says Brandon Williams has some Kyrie moves up his sleeves and might take a leap? I don't believe anything Dudley says. Fully expect Josh Hart center minutes at some point? Yeah. Obviously, Mitchell Robinson, the injury proneness for him makes this a little scary because they don't really have any big depth. But they're a good team, man. And they're built for the playoffs, I feel like. Just got to get there healthy. Thunder. Okay, so Aaron Wiggins is back. Isaiah Jones is back. All right, nice. They drafted Topic, which I kind of like for them. Drafted Dylan Jones. And then Hartenstein. Damn near. I was not expecting nearly $30 million for Hartenstein. Was honestly not anticipating that much money for Isaiah Hartenstein, but well-deserved, man. Seriously. Congratulations. That's one of the crazier come-ups. Like, imagine seeing Isaiah Hartenstein. Wasn't it the Cavs? Was it the Cavs or the Nuggets that chose JaVale McGee over Isaiah Hartenstein? That was like 2 years ago. It was Denver. Denver traded him for JaVale McGee, I think. Am I misremembering that? No, I'm not. Denver low-key is a terrible fucking front office. Like, why have we given Denver so many passes? Are they low-key horrible as a front office? And I've just gotten lucky by having this ultimate ceiling raiser in Jokic. Because I'm starting to think about some of their maneuvers and moves recently. Sneaky bad. Sneaky fucking bad. But imagine, I mean, that was in 2021. He was traded straight up for JaVale McGee. And now nearly $30 million. And he fits like a glove on this Thunder team, man. They're going to be damn good. And if they swing a trade for a Lowry Markkanen between now and the start of the season or even at the deadline or something, my God. Okay, why are some of the teams like this? We know what their team is. I think Hartenstein should pay for sure, or not pay. Sorry, he's getting paid. He should pay me some for hyping him up for as long as I have. I think Isaiah Hartenstein should start. It's kind of an overpay, but honestly, not even really. Orlando Magic. Oh. What was Goga's number? I need to see it. I need to see what Goga's number was. Powell. Dwight Powell. Hey, Dwight. I saw Joel Embiid elbow you in the fucking face. I cannot stand Joel Embiid, man. I just can't. Sorry. I don't like him. Dwight Powell, member for 5 months. Dwight Powell. True. All right, what was the Goga number? I kind of thought for sure that 3 for 27. Really? Wow. What does that mean then? 3-year, $25 million. Then what was the Mo Wagner number? They kind of have a 2-year, 22. Wow. Interesting. That's a lot of money for 3 centers. Maybe one of them's available. Well, they have my favorite signing of free agency, the KCP signing. I tremendous for them. Tremendous for them. I mean, genuinely incredible signing. Absolutely my favorite move of the offseason, I think, all things considered. 3 years, $66 million. Well worth it. Awesome. Awesome deal for them. It really is. Perfect fit. Perfect fit. The Isaac contract, from what I can tell, looks really good for Orlando. And then Franz getting the max extension, which he 1,000% deserves. I like the Magic quite a bit. Now, I want them to maybe try and get a point guard still. I don't know the possibility of that. Tyus Jones is still out there. Is there like a sign and trade avenue with Tyus Jones and maybe Wendell Carter or something? I don't know if that's even something that makes sense. But I'm just spitballing here. Suggs, KCP, Franz, Paolo, and Wendell. That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. That's really good. You have to hope that Franz three-point shooting gets back to a somewhat normal level. Can we get to like 34 next year? I mean, last year was so bad. Can we get to 34%? Suggs was around 40% last year. I had him. How close? Where did I have Suggs as my top 100? He was like in the 50s, wasn't it? He was awesome. KCP, we know can shoot. We know he will defend his ass off. Paolo will continue to get better. And then Wendell Carter Jr., just a weird year last year because of all the injuries. If he's healthier, we know how good he can be. Still has one of the better contracts in the league. And then, Jonathan Isaac and Anthony Black leap. They're good, man. And wow, they didn't even have Jet Howard on here. He's done some interesting stuff for them in Summer League so far. Yeah, and they got Tristan da Silva. Why don't they have Jet Howard anywhere on here? They're going to be good, dude. I could see them having like a pretty big leap. Are you excited, Cam, or what? Would you rather have KCP or Clay? I mean, KCP I think is better at this stage. I think that's apparent by their contracts. Ranked top 5 in the West. Wow, top 5 in the West. I mean, if I'm just being honest, I think the Thunder probably are the best team right now. And I think I could slot the Mavs there second. And then the Timberwolves, still good. The Grizzlies, I don't know where I would put them in the mix, but they're going to be good. I think it's right. In my opinion, right now, it's Thunder, Mavs, Timberwolves top 3. Then you have to go. I think you have to go the Nuggets. And I think maybe you go Grizz at 5. The Grizzlies are going to be nice. I'm worried about. I'm worried about the Nuggets. I just am. I'm concerned about them. I am concerned about them. Sacramento will be pretty good too. I love this Magic team. We already went over the Sixers. Suns, what hilarious moves did they make? Bobo. Royce O'Neal extension. That was pretty nice for them. Damian Lee. Monte Morris and Mason Plumlee's not terrible. Ryan Dunn in the draft. It's pretty interesting. Okay. Don't sleep on the Suns. So I do have to ask this question because the whole lead up to the Ryan Dunn stuff was he is horrible offensively. Like, he's horrible offensively. He's a complete and total black hole and going to be almost unplayable offensively. And then he gets drafted by the Suns. And everyone's like, this is an insanely good pick, man. Like, they don't even need him. They don't need to do him. That's never true. Everyone always does this. They don't even need him to do anything offensively. It never fucking works like that. And you guys know it. It's not how it works in the NBA, okay? It doesn't. Well, it doesn't even matter. Yes, it does, dude. Yes, it does. 100%. Book, Beal, Grayson Allen, who they gave a pretty big extension to, KD, and Nurkic. What do the Blazers do? The Deni Avdija trade. That was a great one. Drafted Klingon. I like that for them. That's it. Moses Brown. Who picked up Moses Brown? I saw somebody tweet yesterday. Moses Brown's the worst NBA player I've ever seen. They're going to be terrible, but I think it's kind of depressing looking at the Blazers. Show me something, Scoot. Okay. Is Scoot playing in Summer League? Show me something, Scoot. Scoot should be in Summer League. Is he hurt, though? He'll have the worst record in the league. Part of me kind of feels like it might be the Blazers. Even though talent-wise, I don't think they'll be the worst team, but I think playing in the Western Conference where every team is notably better than you, I think that might just lead to a lot of losses. But I think the Nets are the worst team. I think the Nets – hold on, let me look at the Nets roster. I think that this might be one of the worst teams in the history of the league. We can't even see it. Already what I'm seeing, though. Dennis Schroeder, Cameron Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Nick Claxton. That might be one of the worst teams in the history of the sport. Who the fuck is scoring? Who is scoring on this team? Cam Thomas? I love the Deni Avdija trade for Portland. One of my favorite teams. Sacramento Kings. Drafted Devin Carter. Oh, they got Jordan McLaughlin, too. I didn't know that. Obviously, their big move was the DeMar DeRozan move. I would even argue their biggest move was bringing Malik Monk back. But DeMar DeRozan going to the Kings, interesting. Would not have expected that at all. They're going to score a lot of points. I don't know if this moves me much, to be honest with you. Fox, Herter, could be Malik Monk starting. Let's just throw Malik Monk in there. Fox, Monk, DeMar, Keegan, and Domantas Sabonis. That's a lot. That's a lot of offense. Did I just mention a single good defender, though, outside of Keegan Murray and maybe occasionally De'Aaron Fox? No, I didn't. And then I mentioned a bunch of shit defenders. So they'll be a fun team. They'll score a lot of points. I think they'll probably be a matchup nightmare for some teams, the way that they'll run the floor and stuff. But no, I'm not streaming the game tonight. I might not be awake, honestly. But do I think that they're a real legit contender? You have to be able to play defense at some point, you know? You have to. They're a fun team, though. I like the DeRozan pickup for them. It's fun. It's a fun pickup. The DeRozan stuff is like... That's a good one. That's a good one, B-Dot. San Antonio Spurs. All right. What? Okay. I just need to look at their roster. So they brought in Chris Paul. Harrison Barnes. Is that it? Drafted Stephon Castle, obviously. So Chris Paul, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, Sohan, and Wemby. I thought they did something else. Interesting to say the least. I feel like I like what they did quite a bit, and here's why. Chris Paul, is he moving the needle? Is he like the reason the Spurs would be turned into like a fringe playing team or a playing team? No. Like if they traded for Trae Young, that would probably put them in the play-in mix. This gives them somebody to feed, Victor Wembanyama, an adult, somebody to actually run the point. And I like Trae Jones quite a bit. Trae Jones being like your backup point guard I think is nice. Harrison Barnes, just another adult who knows what he's doing. This will still be a bad team, I think, unless Wemby has like a best player in the world leap, which isn't impossible. But their process will be much better next year. And I think they'll still put themselves in a position to get Cooper Flag. And if they fucking win the lottery again next year, if they win the lottery again next year and get Cooper Flag, they're going to win 10 straight rings. Tyus Jones is still available. Did I say Tyus Jones or did I say Trae Jones? The Raptors, what did they do? They still have Bruce Brown. They re-signed Emmanuel quickly. What did that number look like? I don't think I was here for that. What did that number look like? I think maybe I was actually. 5-year, 162 mil. Was I here for that? I don't remember. June 29th. I think I was still here. I was. Okay. Emmanuel quickly. I think that's a good contract. 5 years, 162 mil. Little over 30 mil a year. I think that's about right. Scotty Barnes got a huge bag, which is deserving. He was deserving of. And then who did they draft? Who did they bring in the draft? I don't know why it matters. I won't know anyways. Jacoby Walter. Okay. They'll be terrible, but I think that's probably for the best. They won't be terrible, but they'll just be bad. Jazz haven't really done anything yet. Drafted Cody Williams, drafted Isaiah Collier. And that's it. What is going... Dude, I'm just so intrigued by the Walker Kessler shit. It blows my mind. Walker Kessler made like a decent enough push a few years ago where it was like, whoa, Walker Kessler is like a dark horse, nerdy, rookie of the year guy. I did see some clips of Edie cooking him. And he's going into year 3 playing in fucking Summer League. He was on Team USA last year. Shocking. We'll see what they do. I feel like they've got something up their sleeves, whether that's trading Markkanen or whatever the case may be. They're going to be bad. They're going to be bad, I think, next year. And then the Wizards. So I was actually watching that their Summer League game, and they were talking a little bit about Valanciunas and how bringing him in is just to sort of help out Alex Sarr. I don't know if that's going to work, but I love when teams do that, though. I love when teams say, we're bringing in guys, even if we have to overpay, to help out our young guys. We know we're going to be shit. I like that they did that. I don't get the Rashawn Holmes contract at all. The Rashawn Holmes contract makes no sense to me. 2 years, $26 million. What was that? Am I guess salary filler for a trade, I guess. Holmes' second year is 99% non-guaranteed, but did they have to pay him $13 million? I don't understand. He had a player option this year? Okay. All right. Maybe I just don't know. Oh, yeah, they have Malcolm Brogdon now. Brogdon, Jordan Poole, Kyle Kuzma, Alex Sarr, Valanciunas. I mean, it's a terrible team. It's a terrible team. I was trying to figure out if they had some upside, but I don't really know. What are your thoughts on the Kyle Filipowski love? What team is he on now? What team ended up drafting him? What's going on? Was there any updates on that weird shit that they had going on? Utah? Wait, is he actually on Utah? He is actually on Utah. It's kind of fitting. It's kind of fitting. I don't know if you're aware that if the Clippers suck, OKC has a chance to get Cooper Flag. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I'm sure there's got to be some picks there or some protections there, right? Hey, so I hope you're doing well today. I am doing good. I'm about to end the stream. This was a short one. I just wanted to go over every team. There's a few things that I think I missed, but thoughts on who's the best matchup going against Boston in the East? I mean, it'd have to be the Knicks, right? They've almost damn near built their roster to go against the Celtics. But maybe the Sixers, because I guess the idea is let's just get a big who can do a bunch of stuff. If the Spurs got Flag, would you be mad? Yes, I would. Let Cooper Flag go to Charlotte or some shit, please. The West does not need Cooper Flag. Let him go play in fucking Charlotte, please. Knicks are worse at every position except point guard. The tank off for Cooper Flag might get serious. It's also supposed to be a stacked draft in general, isn't it? I don't, dude, I just give me Charlotte, Detroit, Washington, please. Some one of them, please. I don't want Cooper Flag in the fucking Western Conference, man. I don't. All right, guys, there's a bit of a quick stream. Nothing tomorrow. Then I'll figure out the rest of the content schedule moving forward. I just wanted another stream where we could just go over all the moves. About to go hoop for the first time in a couple weeks. Now that I'm back, if anything crazy happens, we can do an emergency live stream. You guys enjoy the rest of Summer League. Doesn't do much for me, man. Remember, do you guys not remember last year we said we were going to stream the Summer League and we did, and God, I couldn't do it. I like watching them. I like watching them. I like just chilling at home watching them. I don't like streaming over them and like paying super close attention and all this shit. I just like having it on. Thank you all for coming out. All the OGs, guys, I love you very much. Could have spent your Saturday afternoon anywhere in the world. You decided to spend it here. New subscribers, promise you guys not regret it. Donations, members, thank you guys so much. You never have to do that, but helps out tremendous. That makes me feel so good. You guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Make good decisions. Stay cool outside. Love you all. Talk to you all later. Bye.